Welcome to HealTalk Tuesdays with Liza, where transformation begins as we evoke, embrace, and evolve. Greetings, and welcome to HealTalk Tuesdays. This is Liza. It's so good to be here with you, isn't it? Today's episode is all about soul, and I hope that you had an amazing and a delightful weekend no matter where you were and how you celebrated. So many went to the park celebrating Memorial Weekend, literally giving memoriam to those who gave their lives to help this country be the free that it is. And I did put a post in there, and it was about nothing in life is free, right? Especially our freedom does not come for free. But today I'm going to talk about something light. It's about the kind of healing that doesn't come from words, but it is from energy. It is about connection, and it is about love. Actually, the silent love. Because when we connect spiritually, physically, emotionally, yeah, that's amazing. Because this past weekend, actually yesterday, I had the opportunity to be on a podcast. You will get to see the podcast. But the podcast was with someone absolutely amazing, a gem, spirit woman, uh, just ball of energy, and also a horsewoman, delightful. She trains horses, she works with horses, and she said, would you like to come to the stables and see the horses? You know, I've always had an amazing connection with horses. Many years ago, maybe over a decade ago, I had a partnership with some horses and everything. And I've been around horses, and the answer was what? Yes. So a sacred moment that I had with my horse, my friend's horse, his name was Bolero. So I did put a post. I did do a story, and if you haven't seen it, by all means, please check my Facebook post or Instagram, and I put it on story, just having this horsing around delightful time with her horse. Just being near horses reminded me of something I already knew deep within, and that's healing doesn't have to be loud, because it's a silent. Healing is connection. And that's why the name of my company, when I put together my business, was HealWithin. Someone asked me how I came about picking this as my business name. Because over 25 years ago, when I healed through hypnotherapy, that I no longer needed to have my third ovarian cyst surgery, I came back from that, and it was one Friday night, sitting at home by myself. I had just gotten a divorce years ago, and everything was still fresh. I was sad, and I had done this hypnotherapy session with Patricia Burbank, who was a hypnotherapist then, and it was in Pasadena. Everything was so fresh, so new, the healing, that I had gone back to the OBGYN, my gynecologist, and he said, I don't know what happened, but after doing the ultrasound, the cyst was not there, so they canceled my surgery. I still get emotional about it, because it's something we don't put two and two together, how much when we come to a point of need, the point of pain, it's like some people say you have to hit the bottom before you make choices for the better. It's not always the bottom, but the pain has to be so excruciating, or the pain has to be so bad that you turn around and say, okay, enough is enough, and I am ready to make that change. I want something better for myself. I want something better for my life. If you have been in that situation, say yes, type yes, um, say I agree, whatever it is. Give me an emoji so that I know I'm not the only one. And so understanding that sometimes profound healing is so deep and quiet, because if it was not because of my acupuncturist sending me, or actually giving me the piece of paper saying that through hypnosis, hypnotherapy can help with ovarian cysts, I would have never gone to a hypnotherapist. If I had not done those sessions and healed myself on that Friday evening when the yellow pages fell on the floor, nothing is an accident. Because I truly believe there are no accidents. There is a cause and there is an effect. So being in that place, seeing that yellow pages fell as I went to change the TV remote and change the channel, the page had opened on H. And I looked, and it was Hypnotism Training Institute in Glendale. And you might say, what does this have to do with horses? Bear with me. Stay with me. Because I believe in a calling. I believe we all have a gift. I believe you have a gift. You have a purpose. So, calling Friday night, 6:45, late at night. I'm sad. I'm disheartened. I felt lonely. And I know I had done the hypnosis and I was told I don't need the surgery. But when I called Master Gilboyne and picked up that phone, and he heard it in my voice, and he asked me, why am I calling? And I said I was curious. So I told him the story, that I was an assistant attorney. It was the law firm that sent me to the acupuncturist. The acupuncturist gave me that piece of paper, and then I found my hypnotherapist, and I went to her, and he said, tomorrow I'm having a class at the school, and this is right here in my hometown. Come down, I want you to share this story with my class. Saturday, 9 o'clock, I walk in and I signed up. I signed up to become a hypnotherapist because my entire thing was, if it can help me, I want to be the vessel. I want to be the means so that I can help others, especially women. And that's how I became an expert in women's wellness. And it doesn't mean that I'm not helping men. So how does this all connect? Because I think there is a higher calling, just like my friend that I was on her podcast yesterday. Her calling with animals, her calling with horses. And how apropos it was that just this weekend I saw a movie about Amberly Snyder, that she was a rodeo rider, and how she got into an accident. And this is a documentary, a true story, that they made a movie about her. And now she's a spokesperson, just got married, and how through that accident, after being #1 in the rodeo, American rodeo, and she got the championships and everything, that she had no power in her legs. But because of her mindset, the mental aptitude, her training, her knowing how to be strict with rules, with the training aspect of it, and utilizing mental, mindfulness, hypnosis, guided visualization, that's what so many of us use. The same way as I can do hypnosis and do root canal with no anesthesia, hers was all visualization. And the connection of her body, the horse and herself, amazing. So she got back on the saddle. She couldn't use her legs. But the horse, her energy, finding her strength in her core, she went on to win many more championships. And now today she is the spokesperson. So you see, animals have this divine ability to feel us, to sense us. And it can be horses or dogs. I know I'm a dog owner. I've been around horses. And if you're a dog owner, you know the connection of a dog. And it's amazing because dogs in particular carry this pure, unconditional love. Unconditional. They don't need you to be perfect. They just need you to be present, to love, to care, to feed them. Yes, just like my dog, they have bitten me, but that's when they get spooked, okay? If you see the connection of canines with their handler, it's profound. Or in the military, the nudge, your hand, they just nudge your hand, and when you are sad, they are right there next to you. When you feel down, they know it, they sense it. When there is a new baby in the house, they know it, they smell it. And I'm sure you've seen those on Facebook, on those stories and on the reels and everything. It's uncanny because they sit beside you in silence when no words need to be said. They celebrate your joy without you even saying a word or even explaining because they can sense everything. And horses, the joy of horses, they're just majestic mirrors of emotion. I believe horses are so connected. I know dogs, the opposite of dog is God, and I think horses are the same. They're not just strong, they're so sensitive. And standing near a horse can bring you back to your center, your core. The connection of the rider with the horse is just reminding us, reminding you, reminding me, reminding us to ground ourselves, because our feet can be grounded and yet our heart open. So if you have had connection with horses and dogs, just say yes. Give me an emoji that you have been around it, that you know what I'm talking about. The same way as we connect internally with our core, with a baby, I think dogs and horses have a whole different bond with us. Because both dogs and horses have the sacred way of bringing us home to ourselves. Because Humans, we carry judgment. Kids, when they don't like something, they just throw something, or when they are upset with you, they turn their back. I know sometimes dogs do the same, and yet they do not carry judgment. That's the difference. They hold that. It's like if you haven't paid attention or something, but it is temporary because they don't know how to hold grudges. No judgment, no grudges. They live in the present. If you have left them alone when you come back, they show that they're disheartened, and it's like doing all that, playing that you haven't paid attention to me, but they're not holding the grudges. Horses represent this power, intuition, and freedom. It's like in the spiritual world, dogs symbolize loyalty, protection, and heart, and horses is the spirit connection. So together, they show us what it means to love and be loved without needing to fix anything. So to hold space for us as we hold space for them, and to respect their power, to respect a dog that can turn at us because they know where we are energetically without us speaking. So that's why they take dogs to hospitals, for seniors to pet them, for children to play with them. They are trained to be seeing eye dogs because they can sense, they can protect, and they can shield us faster than we can. Because our analyzing, judging, criticizing factor, especially with the blind, the seeing dogs, they do everything for us. That's why I say, when we go into hypnosis, when we close our eyes to go within, we see within, we connect within, because our seeing eyes can be deceiving. That's why if you have seen that match game, there was a game that they wanted to match people together. And they had rooms that without seeing the other person, you had to speak to them. It's your voice, it's the connection, it's how you present yourself, and the other person wants to connect with your spirituality, how you say things, because our eyes can be deceiving of what we want in a person, in their looks. Who we are is not in this body. That's why when I've got clients that come for weight loss, I say, let us peel away the layers that you placed upon yourself only to protect yourself. Once we peel those away, that's who you are. So it starts with honoring you first, for you to value you first, before you judge the body and say, I want to make it better, carve it, change it, fix it, in order for me to feel or look appealing. It's not always about the looks. And it goes both ways, men and women. So animals, together they show us what it means to love without needing to fix anything, without needing to explain. And I hope that one day we will come to a point that we don't need the filters, although this media everything on social media is about filters. And as you see, not much of filter goes right here. So today I invite you to slow down, to be more mindful, to be more present, and spend a moment with yourself, especially in front of the mirror, and blink and say thank you. Thank you to the body that has been housing you, shielding you, and protecting you. Yes. Find the cause and the balance, the cause and effect, and slow down. If you do have a pet, take a moment with your pet just to connect heart to heart. Just being present and saying thank you. Let your dog snuggle up beside you. If you have been anywhere or you can go anywhere near a horse, either a zoo or stables, visit a horse if you can. Let yourself receive their love, their power, their grandeur, and their spiritual medicine. Because healing isn't always in a doctor's office. Spending time, 10 minutes, just even for that moment that I had with the horse Bolero, even the name Bolero, because it's all about the Spanish being a bolero, having that strength, the stamina, the training to be a bolero. It takes a lot. To be on a horse, a cowboy, I know it's not a beautiful thing, but the training that it gets, and every training, military, police, canines, even the seeing eye dogs, it all takes training, grace, and love. So because healing is always found in a doctor's office, sometimes they're curled up right there next to us. So let us stand tall and be silent. And as always, I do have a quote, and I want to read this quote for you. The love of a dog and the presence of a horse can speak at wounds we didn't even know we still carry within. If this resonates with you, by all means, please share. Give me a hashtag. Thank you so much, Liza. You are the best. Thank you. Yes, cats can be great too. I know. And yet they can also be catty. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to my website. Subscribe. Get my newsletters. I also have something that I send daily affirmations. You can share, you can subscribe and get my daily affirmations every single day. So many say thank you because today's message was so profound and timely. It's like it came at the right time. So I do offer so many healing ways. If this resonated with you, by all means, thank you for being here. Thank you for your shares, for your love. And yes, next Sunday, you can also catch me at Real Talk with Liza on Real Talk 870, AM 870, because I am on the radio show. If you would like to be a guest or a sponsor, let me know, by all means. Until next week, God bless you. May the universal light surround you always. Thank you to our animal spirits and the spirit of the animals right here with us. God bless. And if you like this, share it, subscribe, and go to YouTube and you'll see the rest of all my podcasts.